Hi Libra, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me. I'm so sorry that this is coming so late. It is getting to be finals week, and so my schedule has been super busy, and I'm also having some trouble with my sinuses, so I've been a little sick, but it's midnight and I wanted to film these videos for you guys, so that's what I'm doing. Please be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much to those who have done so already. If you are interested in a private reading with me, that information can be found in the description bar, as well as the names of the decks that I'm using today. So let's get started. Excuse me if I sometimes cough. I feel like there's a pressure in my head and I can barely hear myself, but at the same time I feel like I'm screaming, so I'm sorry if I sound weird. Okay, enough about me. So in your first week here of May, you have the Strength card and the Star card. So what I got for some of you Libras is that some of you you had some sort of wish, and perhaps it hasn't come into fruition yet, and you're needing to be very strong. You're needing to exhibit strength and courage and bravery. The Star card represents, however, having plenty after a time of scarcity. So I feel like for some of you, for a lot of you Libras, this wish that you have is going to come to pass. For others of you, some of you may be receiving some sort of healing in this first week of May that makes you feel stronger. Looking at your looking at your second week, you have the 7 of Swords and the 9 of Pentacles. So some of you Libras, I feel like some of you may be involved with an earth sign energy, and you guys, maybe you had a happy home or a happy relationship or a happy marriage. But with the 7 of Swords here, I see some of you Librans walking away from this 9 of Pentacles energy. The 9 of Pentacles represents security, and the 7 of Swords represents walking away from something. So some of you guys are walking away from something that, according to society standards, you probably should be comfortable with it, but for some reason you're very discontent, and so you're walking away. This could also be, this doesn't have to represent a person or something even physical that you can touch. This 9 of Pentacles can also represent an old belief system. Some of you could be walking away from that. The 7 of Swords also represents a theft, and so be careful in this second week. Make sure that you are protecting your things and protecting yourself. Some of you may experience a burglary. Sorry, I cannot speak. Some of you guys may be experiencing a burglary in the second week of May. For others of you, if you're not already in this situation with an earth sign or someone that has a lot of earth in their chart, An earth sign energy could be approaching you if they're not already in your life, and they could be offering this comfortable home and this comfortable life to you, and you're going to be turning it down. Looking at your third week, you have the Ace of Swords and the Two of Wands. So the Ace of Swords is a strong air energy. I know this looks like a fire card, but I promise you guys, like, this, someone like messed up in this deck, because they in the little book that comes with this deck, they were saying that swords represent fire and wands represent air. And someone had to correct me and tell me that it was the other way around. And I was like, oh, like, wow, the book is wrong. So this is an air energy. I know it looks very fiery, but that is incorrect. In any case, the Ace of Swords represents a destruction of some sort. It also represents a warning. So with the Two of Wands underneath, some of you may need to watch out for a fire sign. Some of you may need to watch out for another air sign. The Ace of Swords represents arguments. The Two of Wands represents being discontent. The mind is elsewhere. So kind of going back to this first week with the Strength card, because I see a lot of needing to let things go or walk away from things. This Strength card is going to give you what you need in the first week to kind of take care of the rest of this, because I see a lot of you Libran individuals walking away from a lot of things, or perhaps people. The Two of Wands, I feel like I need to say, also represents feeling tied down, even though you have the full capability of freeing yourself. So some of you may be in some sort of situation with another individual, or some sort of financial situation that is no longer serving you. Some of you, I feel like, are in some sort of situation that is not benefiting you anymore, and it's actually starting to be detrimental to you. You have the capability of freeing yourself. Some of you may not realize it, but you have the full freedom to release yourself from whatever the situation is, because the Ace of Swords is warning you of destruction. Two of Wands also represents the mind being divided and needing to make a decision. So, again, do you continue to stay stuck, or do you free yourself? In your final week, you have the Nine of Wands and the Seven of Cups. So the Nine of Wands here talks about kind of see, I feel like some of you Libras, we're known for being indecisive. Some of you guys are going to get stuck by that indecisive energy, because in the fourth week, the Nine of Wands represents feeling like you have to stay in a situation, feeling like you have to do it out of obligation. So some of you are not going to heed this warning. with the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups kind of is like a, excuse me guys, I'm trying to hold it together here. Some of you guys are, I feel like you have like a dreamy mindset in this last week. You're not really in touch with reality. So again, you know, having the power to release yourself, not feeling like you can, not seeing things as they really are. Seven of Cups also represents dreams and fantasies. So some of you have different things that you want to do, but you're in another situation that you feel obligated to stay in for some reason, even though it's no longer serving you. You're discontent, and it could possibly be harming you. Don't do this, Libra. We gotta do better. I believe in us. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull you an additional guidance card. Additional guidance for Libra for the month of May. Ooh. 2017. Shoes. Wow, I just saw this card and it popped up again. You have Sageness. Wow, Sierra, whatever does that mean? Let me tell you. What is important to you will come forth and be visible. You have full permission to change direction. Wow. Be encouraged to overcome the obstacles. So if this doesn't apply from the 3rd week on, I don't know what does. So for some of you who are not seeing things clearly, you are not believing that you have the strength to leave something. What is important to you, what is important, what you need to see, what you need to know will come forth and be visible to you. And you know, you have full permission to change direction if you choose. You don't have to stay stuck here at all. You don't have to stay in this. Okay, Libra? Thank you so much for joining me. Please be on the lookout for my love readings that are going to be coming out as soon as my schedule clears up a little. Thank you guys so much again. I really appreciate you, and I'll see you soon. Take care.